I like how you're always able to spell Duncan's name wrong, Ivy.
Well, it's become a meme at this point. I don't mind it though.
Hey, you know this guy?
死撚開啊！仆街，我好忙啊！
Yeah, you're just full of attitude, aren't you? Look, I know the Auntie Shoe Boys are bringing them in. I'm trying to find out why.
No, I don't fucking know him. We don't all know each other.
Satara said you could help me out. Give me something here.
Why didn't you say so? Auntie Shoe has an office in an import-export company on Gold Street. They keep records there. But you tell Satara this makes us even.
Yeah. Thanks.
You've achieved your ultimate life's goal. You're a meme now.
Oh god. If that were to happen to me, I'm going to hang myself then, okay?
Please let him become a meme.
Heads
Fuck
up.
that.
I'm checking up on a lead
Like
in
there's a rope that
Chinatown.
would hold you
I think it's
anyway.
an Auntie Shoe safe house
What?
or something.
Like
I'll let
there's
you
a
know if I
rope that
find
would hold
anything.
you.
Okay.
Wow!
We can use related to the stock market hack.
Well, nobody is supposed to be me, luckily, apart from myself, so... What is this place?
I mean, if there were multiple of you, then I wouldn't want to probably hang myself. Like, oh god, there's only one thing that's worse than a riddle. There's two riddles.
But you know what's even worse than 2 riddles?
3.
Well, yeah. Did you know they can get even worse?
4 riddles.
Yeah, but even like apart from that.
5.
An endless amount of riddles.
Infinity riddle.
Reception.
For some reason, I can't seem to be able to log into my damn Nexus account. But what the fuck is happening? Did I ever change my password? Pretty sure I didn't.
No, like, that would mean that I even can't log in. I'm logged in, if I'm correct.
Oh well. Success email has been sent to you. Fucking hell. There we go. Hello, sir. It seems you want to change your password. Well, I don't want to change my password, but I kinda have to.
Because Nico, it's your cousin. Why don't you take me bowling?
Change my password. Okay, I'm just gonna change my password to what it was supposed to be.
Ah,
there you go. Job done.
job done.
Oh wait, I think I know what's happening.
Huh? No way.
For some reason, they now the minimum requirement for a password is a password with 12 fucking characters. I think they made me change that. Oh well. What kind of website needs a 12 minimum characters? The fuck is that bullshit?
I don't know.
I mean, fucking. I mean, even, it's even almost as bad as Twitch was when I wanted to make my password with that, because they weren't having any of it.
Oh
you
yeah,
could
no.
you could come up with the most difficult password you can imagine, and Twitch will still be like, yeah, that shit too easy, bro. But if you put a 1 next to it, it'll be fine. What? But then if you put a 1 and a 2 after that one, it's not fine anymore, because that's suddenly more easy. It just didn't make the slightest amount of sense. Okay. Now I need to figure out how to morph from Mass Effect. I know I want a lot of texture because, well, textures. Oh, myself some textures.
You want to be a texture queen.
Mm-hmm.
No drama queen, a texture queen. Yeah, I remember Ivy.
Yeah, damn, this shit look good. I first need to actually download and install the games. That's probably a good first step.
Ah! My drone is falling off the roof.
Damn it, I had him.
Really? Origin setup is not programmed to work on Windows. Are you fucking kidding me? Did I accidentally download a Mac version or something?
You filthy Mac user.
I use a fucking Mac pretty much every day at school.
You fucking Mac user.
And I kind of need to, because the thing is that when you go to the school, the first thing they'll tell you is like, yeah, you're gonna have to work with Mac. Yes, we know it sucks, but trust me, it's better. And of course, you never believe them, but eventually you come to the conclusion, holy shit, this shit is better, but only if you use it to like design design things. With the programs that we use, the programs are basically built to be used by a Mac. So when you use them on Windows, you've got a fucking degree of limitations. But when you try to do anything else on a Mac, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, I know.
But for that one specific thing, yeah, they are better. And therefore, if the whole Mac community was to be believed, therefore it is better at everything. But that's just not true. Yeah, if you're better at one thing, then you suck at everything else. That doesn't make you better. But oh well, people are weird.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes hackers or programs that hackers put onto your PC can keep you from resetting it. Like they'll just quit it halfway or somewhere along the way or whatever. The easiest way to get around this, and well, it is ridiculously easy, is just get yourself a USB stick with a minimum of about 10 gigs. Put a Windows installation onto that USB stick, and then just use that USB stick to completely reinstall Windows. Because one, it is about 10 to 20 times faster than actually resetting it, and it does the exact same thing. And two, it is completely unreversible, so the hacker can't do anything about it. Ever since I found out that you could do that, I've kept that USB stick with my Windows installation, because I do reset my PC every so often, about every year or half a year, just to keep it smooth. And it takes the process of resetting it from a couple of hours to a couple of minutes. It's fucking insane. And I love it to hell. I actually used that USB stick to install Windows 10 on my dad's PC. Because he still had a Windows Vista PC and he wanted to use it for GeForce Now. But GeForce Now doesn't support Vista, so you couldn't even download and install the program, so I just whipped out my USB stick, downloaded and installed Windows 10, which surprisingly on an old PC like that, it worked. It worked amazingly fine. Like, well, shit.
Well done.
Good luck, motherfucker. But yeah, so install GeForce Now and it works like a charm now.
Nice.
And all that in the span of a few minutes. And the good thing about doing a fresh reinstall of Windows, that at first it asks you like, on which drive do you want to install Windows, and then it pops up like a little drive management screen. And in that same screen, you can actually format every single drive and every single partition of every drive that you have. So you completely wipe out and clean every drive on your PC. So if there's any virus or a link into in your PC that are left behind, it will be removed. It is the single best way to get rid of any traces.
Well done.
Because even during a normal reset, sometimes your drives aren't reformatted or anything like that, so a small little kernel of a virus could still survive. But when you do like a USB boot, you basically purge your whole PC, and it's magnificent because it's so fucking quick as well. Yeah, damn it, no idea. Do I look like someone that wants to have a few minutes of his time wasted?
Yes.
How dare you. My time is valuable, good sir.
Is it?
No, but I mean, yeah, to me.
Yeah, with the companies.
I mean, to companies, my entire life ain't worth shit. Just my money.
Yeah.
That's all they care about.
So, is it worth your time?
Well, my time has nothing to do with money. In actual fact,
time
the more
is
of
money.
my time they waste, the less time I'm playing their games, and the less money they get out of me. So see, they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, now Duncan is playing smart.
I mean, I never play smart. I just say enough weird shit at a time to convince people. If I say something stupid, then people are like, will that really work? I just keep saying weird shit to eventually get them to believe it.
Yeah, I mean that works.
It's like I'm indoctrinating them.
I mean that's what you do anyway.
Yes.
That is like your job, so.
Well, kind of.
Wait, now I understand why you got some so easily in my buy-in.
Oh yeah, shit, I still have fucking Origin Premiere, don't I? Shit. I haven't used it ever since getting it. Ever since I was done playing Need for Speed, that was basically it. I had no use for it anymore. I still need to play Jedi Fallen Order though. Keep hearing that game's awesome. Never played it still, and it's been sitting there in my fucking inventory of games. Completely free, ready to play. I've not used it. And this is someone that calls himself a Star Wars fanboy. Whoops. I think it's because it's an EA game. I just don't trust EA games anymore.
Never trust EA.
I still absolutely love EA's reaction, because they were like, just that they put out like little news items saying that EA is surprised that Jedi Fallen Order did so well. And I'm like, really? So let me get this straight. They put out shit game after shit game. They put out Battlefront 1, right? Completely multiplayer focused game, no story whatsoever. And the game was basically Call of Duty in space. Everyone and their mother called for a single player campaign. Please, for the love of God, give us a single player campaign. This is exactly when EA made the statement that single player games just don't sell well anymore. That's why they're not doing it. We need to listen to the player and what they want. Meanwhile, everyone was screaming at them, please give us a single player game. But, you know, fine. They keep doing what they're doing. Battlefront 2 comes out, also a Star Wars game. It has a single player campaign, but it is a laugh. It is such a weird single player campaign. The story is so fuckfaced, it's not even long. And yeah. But they at least made an attempt, and everyone else was, you know, still shouting at them, please, for the love of God, make us a single player game. You've got the studios that can do it, please make it. So then, of course, they make a single player game, Star Wars, and it blows up spectacularly. Everyone loves it. People are singing praises of EA because they find them something good. So of course, the people at EA are like, wow, we did not see this coming. I'm sorry, but what kind of fucking idiots are running this company?
The worst kind of idiots.
How delusional can you be? What the actual fuck?
EA.
God, it's like they don't listen. They don't even listen at all. They just do whatever. Oh well. At least they made a decent single player game, I suppose. Let's just wait as what happens next. What kind of game they come up with next. I'm not gonna be surprised if they just completely do a 180 again and go full multiplayer. I think it's because, you know, because EA made the statement before that the people just don't want single player games anymore. That now they kind of have the feign being all surprised because otherwise they're gonna look really stupid.
Well, they are anyway.
I mean, they are. They really are. I mean, it's even worse when you look at a game studio like Bethesda that made a whole advertisement campaign about, you know, single player games. Like, we love single player games, and they basically mocked EA because when EA made the statement about, you know, no one wants single player games anymore, Bethesda basically used that to their advantage and made a whole campaign about them going specifically for single player games. So of course the next game they put out is Fallout 76. Are you fucking joking? What kind of reverse card am I looking at here? So you're telling me that EA is the one making the single player game suddenly after saying that, and Bethesda's fuck it. I can't even. No. The gaming industry is a weird place at the moment.
Yeah. You only figuring that out now?
God, no, I figured it out for a reason, but now it's just becoming a comedy, basically. Every time you look at something news related about video games or studios, one way or the other, it's gonna make you laugh, and the other way, it's gonna make you cry. But at the moment, there's nothing to. I can't be sad anymore because there aren't really any respectable game development studios out there I can be sad for. Like all the ones I used to give a fuck about. They're worthless now. Bethesda, BioWare, looking at you. I suppose CSPDreaw Red's still one of my all-time favorites, and they've shown no signs of, you know, backing down from their pro-consumer stance. They've even gone out of their way to do a few more pro-consumer things. So they really do care about the people. At least that's what they're trying to tell you. If it's just a shady trick they're pulling, I don't know. Guess time will tell. Because, you know, I've seen other studios cough Bethesda doing similar things.
Yeah, Bethesda's done a lot of shady shit though.
But at least for now, yes, the benefit of the doubt goes to Project Red because they do seem to know what they're doing. And you only have to look at The Witcher 3 to tell that they know what they're doing when it comes to making a video game. Because holy shit, that game, The Witcher 3 could still come out today as a AAA title, and it would be still be just as good as it was all those years ago because it's an old game by now.
I don't want to die.
But it could still come out today, and people wouldn't be able to tell the difference if it was a game made in today's age as opposed to a few years ago. It still looks as good, it plays as well, story is just as good. It's weird. But hey, they're coming up with a new game which is coming out this year, so excited for that. Terrified of it too, but
terrified of it too.
I mean, I'm just expecting stuff to go wrong now.
I mean,
But,
with
well.
all the
But
issues we've had with companies,
Some good news, by the way, and this is this is leaning towards Mass Effect. It is that the head of the studio, or at least basically the head guy that was in charge of Mass Effect during the original trilogy, has returned to his former position and is working on the next Mass Effect title. Together with some other veteran developers. So maybe the stars are finally aligning, because it was very obvious that Andromeda was made by a completely different studio. That they knew how to make a good game, but they didn't know how to make a good Mass Effect game.
Like, the issue that I had with them is that the graphics were just like they went for graphics.
I mean, and the graphics weren't even that good.
No, but like
if you're going to go for graphics, at least do it right. God damn it.
No, but like even on the lowest graphics, like I still thought it looked actually pretty nice. Like the fact that they didn't spend time on trying to model the faces.
I mean, yeah.
Holy fucking shit, that was a debacle.
There was either no facial expression at all, or way too much facial expression. No, that was some uncanny valley kind of shit. But yeah. At least Mass Effect's in the hands of someone that gives a fuck about Mass Effect. Someone that's always said that Mass Effect is his baby, and he's now returning to it. So that's a good one. The whole core BioWare team, the guys responsible for Dragon Age and some other veterans that worked on Mass Effect, have all come together and made their own video game studio now. So we can expect some cool stuff from them.
Ooh.
So we are slowly, I think, the gaming industry and all the weird shit that's happening, I think it's reached its peak. I think that all studios are kind of now are aware of how far they can push, the general public. Because gaming studios will always try to basically pull a fast one on the community, see what they can get away with. But I think they've all come to the conclusion that you really can't push this any further. Otherwise, we just won't be buying your games. Now, EA can testify to that because people didn't end up buying all their stupid games. And other people, like smaller studios or whatever, they're definitely using all this chaos to their advantage by giving the people exactly what they want, earning themselves a whole bunch of money and publicity at the same time. Because if the entire community is asking for one thing and none of the big studios are giving them that one thing, well, some indie developer is gonna have a whole good time there, because he's gonna give the people that one thing and he's gonna explode. In a weird fit of irony, that's what Epic Games kind of did. Not saying that Epic Games were a small company by any means, because they definitely weren't. I mean, they sure as fuck aren't now, but even at the time they were kind of a big guy, because they made Unreal Engine and all that. But when the whole battle royale thing became a big hype, fucking Epic Games realized that, oh shit, people really like this one game mode, but PUBG,
and now they've gone too far.
They're not particularly doing it right. People want more out of it. So Epic Games, they basically did what PUBG didn't want to do, like update the goddamn game and make it playable. And well, what you fucking do? Look at that. People start playing it en masse.
I'm cool with black guys, but
sadly, they've now become the devil they tried to kill.
Just be careful, okay?
They're now even worse than PUBG ever was.
Around here, they're not for tourists.
That's what you get when power goes to your head, I suppose.
Yep.
I mean, that is when the smaller studio suddenly, grows to the size of a AAA game developer in the span of a few weeks. The people that are in charge of the company don't really know what to do with it. And it was obvious that the guys that were in charge, they wanted to use everything that they have to grow as much as they possibly can, to basically maximize their profits and gain. But, their inexperience showed when they try to do that in the exact worst way possible, by doing shady ass exclusive deals and locking out the market and all that. Basically the least consumer friendly things you can imagine.
Ain't
But,
that problem, IMO.
I mean, yeah. It was kind of hilarious, you know, to see when we had that small little intern, the 15-year-old kid, that even he really didn't like Fortnite. Like that Epic Games. This guy is your target demographic, and even he doesn't like your fucking video game. And for most people, and I can kind of agree with them. It's not even the game itself that you really hate. It's all the fucking community around it, all the toxic little kids that you have to deal with. The big ass hype of it. That's kind of a big turn off. Because the game, you know, I've been forced to play it with my family and all that, and it plays pretty well. The graphics, yeah, they're always gonna be cartoony, and that's either your taste or it isn't. Now, for me, it's definitely not. I do want at least a slick of more realism to it. And I don't like the idea of basically fighting with things that look like Nerf guns. But so well.
Toy guns, as I call them.
Yeah. At least in the last few updates, the guns that they have, they look a little bit more like an actual gun, but still, they're just toy guns. But yeah, anyway, at least, you know, the game doesn't play badly. The updates are pretty nice, keeps you interested in the game and all that. But it is just the way that Epic runs their company and the way that, you know, the community is formed around Fortnite, as if it were the only goddamn game in the world, and if you're not playing it, then you're a loser. Oh my god, don't you have any victory royales? I'm like, god damn, I just don't care, kid. Oh my god, you're such a loser. No.
I'm not your ever fucking chicken dinner, you jackass cunt!
I mean, they're like, oh my god, you're such a fucking loser, says the kid playing Fortnite. I'm like, yeah, oh boy. Those words really hurt me, kid. God damn. Terrified. Absolutely
Honestly,
terrified.
give me a chicken dinner, I'll be much happier with that. That's at least something I can fucking put in my mouth and eat.
I mean, getting a fucking chicken dinner in PUBG, that shit meant something. That fucking shit was difficult. Doing it on Fortnite's ridiculously easy nowadays because they fill half of their server with bots.
Really?
They're not even 100 players anymore. I mean, I'd say half. There's about a 50 to 80% ratio nowadays, and depending on how well you do, that's, you know, when Epic starts filling the game with more people.
Wow.
Now, at first, the Fortnite community, my dad and all, exploded because, what the fuck? They didn't even like it, and I can kind of imagine why. Because, wow, that's the one way to really bore the fuck out of your game, isn't it? But now people really do kind of like it. Even my dad's like, yeah, no, I do kind of like it because now I don't get shot to absolute fucking shit every single game, and I can actually win every so often. It's like, wow, how hard do you have? I mean, like, how hard do you have to suck to have to play with bots or to win? Really? You're fucking kidding me, right? But I will.
I'm very easy on that. I'm just like, well, you want to play with bots, then just select it in an option. Don't just force it on people, because then, as a company, you just, sorry, but you just fuck off at that point.
I don't know what made them decide, you know, that they needed bots in their game, because I just, for the life of me, can't figure it out. Like, what was the choice? Why? Just why? What was the necessity that you thought that you needed bots? Because nobody liked it. Some people do now, but most people still don't. What was the whole fucking point? Was it to basically ease your servers? Was that it?
Well, with all the money they have from all those little cunty kids, they could have probably upped their server themselves.
Yeah.
They could have actually spent some money on doing an upgrade.
You just ask Epic to spend money. Are you delirious? You're not gonna spend money. Are you crazy? Money? I love money. Don't want to spend it.
Well, that's their fucking problem, right?
Well, no.
They don't want to spend it? Then why the fuck did you make a game?
Someone's here.
But well. Luckily, you know, I hate Fortnite for having become as big as it is, but I'm also kind of happy for it because, you know, it has become so big that I don't see Epic Games making any other fucking stupid game other than Fortnite for the foreseeable future. So they're out of the game.
Well, yeah, true.
They're out of the race. We don't have to worry about them for a while. And eventually, you know, as it always happens, Epic is gonna shrivel up and die because eventually people are gonna play something else. And the more time Epic wastes on Fortnite, the less they'll be prepared for that. Because, you know, even if this was our thing back when we were kids, but even if, you know, Minecraft had a severe dip in popularity.
Yep.
It's crawling back lately, but it died for a while. And, you know, the same is gonna happen with Fortnite eventually. And with the game that comes after Fortnite, whatever that'll be. Because let us not forget that what Fortnite is for today's youth, that was kind of our Minecraft. Because even Minecraft players at the time, they didn't have a good reputation. We were just as awful as, you know, the Epic Games kids are now. Like, whenever a fucking 12-year-old kid would post something about Minecraft on social media or on the internet, the rest of the internet was like, ugh, here they fucking come again. Just like we are with fucking Fortnite players. It's like, ugh, here they come again with their stupid fucking video game.
It's one vicious bullshit circle.
Yep. You know, eventually, you know, the kids that are playing Fortnite now, they're gonna be hating on the next generation. Yeah,
and we're going to be laughing at them, saying like, ha! That's exactly how we were.
Yeah, just imagine how we felt. But, you know, the generation that's, you know, that came before us, they're laughing at us and hating on Fortnite because, guess you know how we felt.
Yeah.
I can kind of imagine.
Yeah, but at least, like, yeah.
You know, at the very least, if I were to choose, you know, if I had to, yeah, I'm obviously always gonna choose fucking Minecraft, but if I were to look at it objectively, like what was the better game, I'd still go for Minecraft. Not because, you know, it was my personal bias, but because it was a game that allowed you a degree of freedom and creativity, and that, to a child that's growing up, is a lot more useful than mindless shooting at people.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, allowing myself this amazing sandbox where I can build whatever the fuck I wanted and show it off to my friends or build things with friends, that was a much more, oh, that was almost like a learning experience. That helped you grow up, and it definitely helps you become a more creative person. And creativity and imagination is a massive part, you know, to basically growing up and becoming a person, as opposed to being toxic and shooting at people. Which, I'll admit, there was definitely a massive toxic side to the Minecraft community, looking at all the massive PvP servers, because holy fucking shit. Those are servers I still don't go into today. Because they're just awful.
Yeah, no, those servers, I mean, even to this day I still hate them.
Yeah. But the rest of the game, you know, basically the private worlds that you have with friends or your own personal ambitions and learning to use mods. Oh god, that was awesome.
Mods, best part, IMO.
When I first started dicking around with mods and the realization dawned on me, like, dude, there are so many possibilities with mods now. Like, I lost my shit. It was the same thing with Skyrim, to be fair. Like, I'd played Skyrim on my fucking console for years. And I had a good 1,000 hours on it. And I was absolutely in love with it. But then I finally got it, you know, on my PC, knowing all too well getting into it that, you know, the possibility of mods were there. But as a console player, you know that you can mod, but you never knew the extent of, you know, what that really entails or just how big or detailed those mods can be. So the first few months of me playing Skyrim on the PC, every single day, something else would blow my mind completely. Because of what the possibilities are. And no, Daryl, I never built myself a big dick in Minecraft. Or maybe once or twice. You were a kid, but I can't remember really. What I do remember is building a lot of fucking massive shit and then completing it. The one thing I remember most was when with Drew here and another friend. We were doing this small little YouTube channel, something with bees.
The Daily Bees. And we lost the fucking studio we made.
Exactly. We built this massive fucking studio on the map. And for some weird reason, we just lost it. It wasn't gone, we just didn't know where it was. We just fucked off someday to another direction in that map and we never found it again. Which is a really weird thing. Like how this wasn't a small building and we didn't even go that far. At least for as far as I can remember. What the fuck happened? Where did that massive building go? That's one of those mysteries that even to this day has not been answered. The lost studio is still out there somewhere. I could probably make a fucking story out of that.
Oh yeah, you can. Well,
Osiris,
knowing you.
Osiris and the Mystery of the Lost Studio.
Oh god.
Still better than the underwater chair.
Sorry.
I still giggle about that some days. Like, underwater chair. Really? Really? When you were deciding to come up with a mystery for your book, that's what you came up with. A chair that's on the water. Really?
No, it's we had to like make like a club name as such for the thing we were doing.
You're not supposed
still.
to be here.
I mean, it was. I mean, the fucking diamond coin that came after that, wasn't really that much of an upgrade either. But I mean, the diamond coin. I think we made it a diamond coin. We had it show up once or twice, but then never did anything with it, and it's not shown up in any single story, ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking have a diamond coin show up now. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in my notes. I'm gonna have a diamond coin in the fucking story now. Also, I can't seem to fucking find a working copy of the original Mass Effect. It's not even an Origin. Where can I get the original Mass Effect? I do want to play all three of them. I suppose it's on Steam, isn't it?
The original Mass Effect, yes, it's on Steam.
Good. Someone's getting worried there.
I actually have it via Steam.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, but Mass Effect is one of those fucking awful trilogies that on no single store, I believe, no single store has all three in the games.
Oh yeah.
I think Steam doesn't have 3.
Yep,
and
correct.
Origin doesn't have 1. And it's just the most frustrating thing. Yeah, because Steam has 2 and 1. Do I have 1? I feel like I should have it. I don't. What the fuck? I don't own a Mass Effect title? What the fuck's wrong with me? I think I always used to play it for your account.
I mean,
$20, really? $20 for a game that old? I mean, it is a Mass Effect game, so I'll probably buy it anyway. But still, what the fuck? $20. What is this, Call of Duty?
More than 2, you mean, Ivy? If it doesn't know more than 3, then... That means it still knows 3.
Alright, let's make
Right.
this
This count is done.
Then again, I might just skip 1. Just start in on fucking 2.
2 is the better one.
Yeah, not even that, because I know I've got that DLC that allows you to make all the choices from 1 and just continue from there. But
Yeah, but in general terms, like 2 is better than 1.
yeah, I think 1's just not aged particularly well. At the time I was first playing the Mass Effect trilogy, it was still alright. It was passable.
Yeah, like at the very start, yes.
But now, it's a pain to play it. I remember playing it last time and the shooting mechanics, my god. I mean, any mechanic in Mass Effect 1 wasn't the greatest. Yeah, I'll just start with 2, I think.
Yeah.
I still think that, you know, the third game is my actual favorite out of all of them. Because, you know, it feels like in 2, you don't really feel like the stakes are that high. You know that you're fighting against the Reaper, but you barely know what the Reaper threat even is. In 3, you start off, boom, here the Reaper's bitch, we fucked up your entire plan, what you gonna do about it?
Yep.
Throughout the entire game, it feels like, you know, you're fighting for the entire life in the galaxy. So every single mission feels like, you know, it's part of this grander picture. Meanwhile, on 2,
true.
you're kind of just faffing about, not knowing what you're fighting for. But
The
then
third
we
one has a
come
good
to
plot.
the ending. Then we come to the fucking ending. My god.
The third one has a good plot, but the thing is, though, the plot from 3 is still the same as from 1 and 2. It's still all the same story.
Yeah, it is one overarching story, obviously, but you know, if you were to basically cut it into 3 chapters, yeah, I think that the third chapter is the more exciting one, just because, you know, that's the climax. That's what you've been working towards throughout the first 2 games, and that gives you like this exciting feeling of what, you know, seeing it actually unfold.
Hey there, sniper cunt! On the fucking roof!
Snip it! You fucking snip it! Let me just install all of the fucking DLC that I've got as well, because why not?
Oh, fucking dog shit!
You fucking shit dog.
Shit dog! Shit dog! Wait, what? Shit dog
Don't
was that
get too excited there.
Aw. I was saying cat dog.
No,
No?
I don't allow you.
Aw.
No.
Oh!
Mass Effect 2, do we have any good overhaul mods for that? Right, we've got an ENB or a reshape. That's good. Short and loading animations. Don't mind if I do. But that's one thing I noticed when after I got my PC upgrade, and this is not the most recent upgrade or something, but somewhere back in the day. That where the fucking every time I loaded any Mass Effect save or any level or whatever, Mass Effect 2 that is,
Oh my
fucking
god.
the game would be done loading, but the animation of the loading screen had to actually complete in order for you to load. For you to actually finish loading.
Please. Please.
So
yeah.
that mod kind of cuts that in half. So even though you were loading for a good little 5 seconds, you were still waiting for about 30.
Yeah, I know.
So annoying.
That was fun.
Oh god. Please.
Ooh! Enemy with a bomb! An enemy had a bomb, so well...
Well,
How much should the
Did he
bomb
do
would
a-
explode?
did he do a boom?
Yes.
Well then.
A very big one. And is that enemy that almost saw me? This enemy had his face slammed in.
Alright, so there's a mod that basically upgrades all of the cutscenes and videos. That's good, make them a little bit nicer. There's a mod that does the same for textures and so on.
I greatly got so do you want to know how I just got rid of like another enemy?
Well,
He was still in the car and I just sent his car flying.
Well then.
Yeah, you can do a lot of your hacking skills. You can make cars drive on their own.
Yup.
Bye, police! Oh, and yes, you're a cunt. Do, 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 do.
God, I keep remembering that tomorrow is the day that the spare parts for my scooter are arriving. So it might be the last day I have on the planet. Because, you know, I might put it all together, go out for a drive and explode. Knowing my luck.
Yeah, knowing your luck, yes.
I'll just be like preparing it, and halfway through the fucking repair, it'll give me like a fucking repair check option. Like, you need to have at least 40 skill points in repair. It's like, oh, well, I don't.
Fun.
Well.
Okay, boom.
There will be unforeseen consequences. And then you get on your scooter, and it's like, well, this thing seems to be working fine. Never mind. Then again, if I look at the weather forecast, it's gonna be a lot of fucking snow tomorrow. So I definitely, even if I do put it together, won't be able to go out for a drive, I don't think.
Rip.
Because the back tire is completely and utterly fucked. I think it has some sort of small hole in it, which, if you fill it up, you can definitely drive for about a day and a half, but because I haven't driven or filled it up in about a month, I'm pretty sure it's empty as hell.
Yeah.
So I need to drive it over to the pump first. And by drive over, I mean push it over to the pump, because driving on a bloated back tire is the dumbest thing you can do. Having to do that in the snow, not really a good thing. But even if I were to basically fill it up, well, that's great, but it's still fucking going to go empty. You still need to replace it. Never mind all the scratches and the tears in the side of the tire that basically scream at you, hey, asshole, I'm gonna blow up soon. Yeah, probably not a good idea to drive on that. But I don't have the money to basically get myself a spare tire now, so it'll be at least another fucking month until I can actually use it. So that's kind of disappointing. But oh well, at least tomorrow is the day I'll find out if I actually have to get myself a spare tire, because if I can't get it to work, at least I don't have to worry about the tire anymore.
True, true. I finally got this mission right.
Woo!
Hello, painting! Fuck off! This save is going to be cracked. Hello, documents. Documents on some type of tablet in a save. They're not even actual documents, for fuck's sake.
Now this is promising. Let's see what you're hiding.
You got anything good?
Documents.
You read Chinese?
Nah, but I do read maps and diagrams.
Maps and diagrams of what?
Looks like a floating server farm. Computer nodes, generators. They're in international waters somewhere near the China-US cable.
The Pacific Fleet's been chasing boats and submarines away from that thing for years. But that's a lot of wet to cover.
Not when they also feed you coordinates. Thank you, Auntie Shoe Boys.
Great. Now get out of there.
Yay, that's my job. Mission done. Yay!
We
We did it! We did it! Yay! We did it! We did it!
Yep.
It is that you can't play the Battlefield games via GeForce Now.
What's the plan, Stan?
Hack the barge.
Yeah.
Get an inside peek and
Because I
maybe
do
find
actually
out
want
why
to still
Bloom is
play
letting someone use Bellwether on the stock market.
3.
Only
Like,
problem is,
story-wise.
it's out of range.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bars won't be linked to CTOS.
And I don't think Origin games are gonna go on to GeForce now because obviously
Patch you in on my side.
EA and Microsoft are kind of a buddy thing here.
I'm sending you coordinates
So
to a lighthouse
if
in
they are
Maryland.
going to go to any
Make
fucking
sure you
cloud
look
save
around.
gaming servers, they're probably going to go to the Microsoft one,
Yeah.
which is really annoying. But so well.
The Microsoft one is nothing in comparison to GeForce now.
I mean, it doesn't even exist yet, so yeah, it is literally nothing.
You're like, even when it fucking exists, like, it's going to be jack shit.
I mean, it kind of depends. I'm just waiting for one of those cloud gaming services to eventually have all of the fucking games that I want, and then I'll just decide whatever that one's gonna be. I don't fucking give a shit. If it's Microsoft, I'll go there. If it's fucking PlayStation, I'll go there. I hope it's fucking GeForce because.
Well, GeForce, like, so far GeForce has been really doing a good job on selling it to me.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Far better
Although,
than Google
if the
Stadia
game
did.
crashes
Holy
on their
shit.
side, that's a whole different story. Because I've already had that happen with Watch Dogs 2.
Oof.
Do you know what happens when it crashes on their side?
Well,
You get a big spike in internet, and it suddenly says like, you need to check your internet connection. Like you know when you know what the internet is like in the yellow zone, like on the right of the screen, or red even. It's practically completely red, and it eventually says like, the only thing you can do at this point is quit the game.
nice.
Which
That's annoying.
I feel like is their way of telling me that your internet isn't dying, because I was streaming and that was still going fine. I think that's just their way of telling me like, hey, the game crashed on our side, can you please just restart it?
Yeah.
But they just don't want to admit it, and like, I feel them on that. I wouldn't want to admit that as well.
Yeah, I kind of get it. I mean, to be fair, because they're still kind of in a test trial period. This is why everyone that joins up is like becoming a founder and getting the service at a reduced price. So you kind of have to expect shit like that.
Yeah.
Once you start, paying the full price, that's when we kind of have to expect this to not happen anymore.
Well,
That's
like,
when
things
that's
like
when we
that.
can actually get angry about it. Like, hey, I'm fucking paying for this every month. This shit better hook out there and work.
Yeah, but like,
now,
they
can kind of get away with it.
Yeah, but like, even then, like, they can simply get away with it, because if the game crashes, it doesn't have to be their system. Watch Dogs 2 is not very optimized. You know how many sound sliders they have?
No.
2. And you know for what they are?
Well,
Master sound and music. You can't change dialogue, you can't change SFX. No, the only thing you can do is all your general sound, and apart from that, your music.
well, damn.
Yeah, no, like, that's how optimized this game is. That's how well they've thought it out, which, I mean, like, I do understand on that. I do understand at that point that it just crashes at some point.
I mean,
And knowing Ubisoft and like
still
their
not
shit,
as bad as a Bethesda game.
well, still not as bad as Assassin's Creed Unity at the time.
Jesus Christ. God, I remember still vividly having more FPS while playing the game than I did in the goddamn menus. Who the fuck designed those stupid menus?
Yes.
What the actual fuck? How do you ruin that?
Well, apparently you can read it very fucking easily.
Yeah, bet.
Now I need to get up this building. How the fuck do I do that?
Oh, you climb.
Huh, here. Yeah, but I was searching for like where to climb up. Marcus! Thank you. Start mission. Yeah, Google Stadia was bullshit. That's what I heard.
Google Stadia was the biggest disaster I think I've ever seen.
Okay, I made it and I'm good
And
to
it was
go.
hilarious to
Hey,
look
Ray,
at.
no lie about the view.
I do not lie, my friend.
Uh-huh.
You two play
I mean,
nice.
not only
You ready, Ray?
did they
Yeah.
promise
Protocols
4K
are ready
and
for you.
I'm gonna see what's
amazing
up with
like
that bar.
resolution and amazing speed, no lag or whatever. But they also didn't make up on any of those promises. There wasn't 4K. There was a lot of fucking lag. If you were to press spacebar to jump, your character would jump at least a second later. There
What's
was,
the
you
plan?
basically
If I
had to
read the
rebuy
blueprints right,
all of your
and I
games.
know
And
I
don't
did,
worry,
it's
don't
got
worry,
cameras
we
that I
got
can hack.
all the good
I'm
games
going for an
covered.
inside peek.
And by that,
And
they
then
mean
what?
that they've
Hijack the
got
shit out
about
of it?
2
As
AAA
soon as I
games
figure out how.
and a whole
crazy.
bunch of games from 10 years ago.
I love it.
I want their main server,
Fucking
and
what?
that means bringing it closer to us.
Oh yeah, and
I'm
the
going
shit
inside.
costs a lot. You have to basically use our own self-made in-house controller or a very unoptimized keyboard and mouse system because, you know, more input lag and all that. So it basically cost a lot, didn't give you shit, and yeah, it played like ass.
Yep. And why do you think I am so happy with, well, this?
Well, because it does everything right.
Come on, man. Don't keep us in suspense. What do you see?
Damn, they're not fucking around here. I see a lot of top-end
Right, so
hardware.
that's Mass Effect
I
2
also see an
completely
admin terminal, but I'll
deleted.
need to snoop around and find some login credentials.
Didn't take too long. You know, it is Mass Effect 2, luckily.
It is Mass Effect, yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey
Spam.
now, someone here likes toys.
Josh toys or Zatara toys?
The kind that needs batteries, the kind I can control remotely.
Now you're just playing with me.
Ooh. So, in this game you also use space.
No, not space.
You actually go into space. Well, you don't go into space. Like there's like a rocket going up in space, a couple of satellites, and you have to make sure that you can hack them.
Nice.
And I'm practically in my, I don't know how many of trip into space at this point.
Right, I need to download. Holy fucking shit, son.
What?
I wanted to download this Mass Effect mod that basically improves all the textures in the game. And of course it's a good 5.6 gigabytes. God damn, son. These guys ain't fucking around. This might actually be every single texture in the game. Holy fuck. They weren't kidding. There are Skyrim mods that are less big than this.
Now this room looks important.
In fact, I don't think I've ever found a Skyrim mod that exceeds 3 gigabytes. And this boy
This
comes
is
in
why
as
we love
5.
people who check that little remember
The
me
fuck, there are whole
box.
games I
found
can
a login
download that
name.
are 5 gigabytes.
I think I have what I need to access the ship systems.
Sweet. Get yourself back to the admin terminal.
Yee. Hack.
I'm in.
Any idea how you're bringing the barge in closer to shore?
You should totally spoof the fuel gauges. Make them think they have a leak.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, I spiked the fuel gauges. Made them think they're low on fuel. They're coming in to gas up.
Nice. We've got a boat waiting for you at the Marin
Well.
docks.
Ah! Can you stop sounding the fucking alarm? Oh wow. Okay, back in space. Sure. Or back to us? No? Yes? Maybe? Back to us.
Oh god, how long is this download going to take? I don't think I've got fucking premium in my account now. Upgrade to premium. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh man!
Wait, don't I... Let me just check. Don't I have some money somewhere?
Money! Somewhere? What? Where?
Money?
Money! Money! Main operation, Shanghai. Okay.
Yeah, I've still got $5 in my PayPal. Good.
Good.
Let's just
$5
go
or
for the
€5?
I don't know, 5 whole dead deer.
A dead deer, okay. Five dead deers.
Yeah, I mean that's what a buck is, a deer.
Well, yeah. A deer shot then. Buckshot, deer shot.
Oh, if only were a buckshot, that'd be cool.
If only it was a couple of billions.
Couple of billies. I mean, I just want to, you know, come out and say that at least one point in my life I want to actually say that I'd have more money in real life than I do on GTA, and I die a happy man. Of course, to make that happen, I have to spend all my money on GTA. Just get it all out there and just say, yeah, I've got more money in real life than I do on GTA. That'd be sad.
Yep. But at this point we are all sad people.
Just about to say. Well, it doesn't really matter because my life's sad anyway.
Nothing really matters. Right?
Not really. I mean, I've been thinking lately, you know, because obviously my sister had a run-in with some really bad people, and now those bad people are all looking for us all. And I came to the conclusion that, well, fuck. So if at any point now, if I'm going to school or going out to buy something from the shop, I could get jumped by a couple of fucking gangsters and die instantly. Well, I came to the conclusion that, fuck, if I were to die now, I'd probably die with a lot of regrets and having lived a very unsatisfying life. Well, fuck. That's the one thing I never wanted to have to say.
Well,
But god damn.
you just said it.